Hello, everyone. Ooh, I need to update the menu. Pesto pasta. I'm just updating the menu in the corner. Whoa! Hello, everyone. Solo stream today. Thanks for holding tight. I mean, I'm talking to the one viewer right now, but holding tight until the stream started. It's been a while since we used our starting soon screen, but I was just out in our garden picking this fresh bunch of basil for the pesto. So farm to table, if you will. And by farm, I mean our backyard garden. Did I drop a piece of basil? Okay, no, I didn't. So yeah, this is all picked from our garden, which I'm very happy about. Hopefully this is enough basil, but I'm just making one portion, so I feel like it should be fine. We're gonna do it traditional style. I'm gonna do it in my mortar and pestle. So like true pesto. The one thing I will say is I don't have pine nuts, but we'll sub it for some other nuts. Cool, I'm gonna give this a rinse and just get started. Let me grab the pasta actually so I can start boiling that. Actually, dishwasher is clean now. I'm not gonna bring out the gas burner or anything. Man, I was just outside for a little bit, but I feel like I already got bitten by bugs. Ah! Okay. Get some water going here with a hefty amount of salt. And just let that go. Gonna grab my pasta in the depths of our, okay, pantry cabinet. Got a lot going on in there. And hi, Jimmy Kiva. Mosquitoes are out in force this year. I feel like also since it's been rainy, my God, I feel like it's been worse. Ah, it's always my ankles too. Today's gonna be a pretty quick stream because I feel like the pasta's not gonna take long, but oh well. Okay, so my trick to the perfect portion of pasta for me is 1.5 times the serving size, which might just be the rest of this. Or you can just eye it. Anytime I make pasta, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm making 2 portions, and then I eat the whole thing, and I just don't eat it. I'm just gonna do the rest, actually. Am I? I'll just, I don't need the rest. Mood, yeah. Diana and I are trying to be on a diet for a little bit, so not that pasta's diet food, but it's not bad per se for you, really. Okay. I'm gonna say like that much. Doesn't feel like a lot, but it is what it is. I do have sweet potatoes that I'm gonna put to fries actually, I think, as a side. Are you really in the tri-state though if you don't devour pasta? Seriously. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I've actually never I've never went out to eat for pasta in New York, which I know was like kind of a crime because I know a lot of people, like New York's kind of known for that, and Jersey area too, but I don't know, I feel like when I'm in a group of friends, I'd rather go somewhere where it's like family style, so that's why I just don't think of it. Okay, I'm gonna give the basil a wash. And actually, before I get started on like grinding up the pesto. I'm gonna get started on the sweet potato fries on the side because I have a feeling I'm still gonna be hungry. But I cut some yesterday. I actually didn't finish cutting it, so I'll finish cutting the rest. And I think I'm just gonna eat the rest. Gotta find a place with half-price pasta on Sunday. Then it's a bit more fun to do as an outing. That sounds nice. I also do want to try, there's like a place in Williamsburg that's like quite popular called Forma Factory. And I think that's the other thing too, where it's like pasta in New York will cost you like upward, like starting at, I would say like $25-ish. And every time I eat it, I'm just like, damn, I can really be making this myself, you know? So that's kind of like my qualm with pasta. If it was cheaper, I would do it. But yeah, this place in Williamsburg is called Forma Pasta Factory. And it's quite popular because it's really good, but also it's not particularly expensive. In that case, I would definitely go. But I'm just cutting up into fries. Kind of on the skinnier side, so it cooks faster, and I feel like I'm eating more. I would say this is like half of a large sweet potato. I ate so many sweet potato fries yesterday. It was like an entire, like this bowl full of it. But sweet potatoes, so it's fine, and it's made at home. It wasn't deep fried, it was air fryer. Eesh. Yeah, it's just so expensive. I feel like, not gonna lie, when I lived in Milwaukee, there was this one place that was really good, and it was like not that expensive, and I like ate there a considerable amount of times. Where like, yeah, if I had that spot here, I would definitely do it, but I do not. Cut that nib off. Diane is traveling, and that is why she is not here today with us. She's traveling for work. She's in Arizona. Ooh, I almost died. We have a place here called Calandra's. They're half-price pasta and wine on Tuesday, plus free cheese bread. They bake in-house. Oh, that sounds so good. Arizona, one of my least favorite airports. I've actually been to Phoenix once, and I cannot remember what the airport looks like. Probably because it didn't look good. Okay, so here's all the sweet potato fries. Yum. I bought this thing off of Amazon for Prime Day, and it's the thing where like you can just like put it here and then like hit it to chop it. Did not really work with the potatoes, so wouldn't recommend for that. So I might return it, but we'll see if it works for onions and stuff like that at some point, but I just don't have anything. I don't have any onions right now, so I haven't had a chance to use it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna toss this with just garlic powder, salt, avocado oil, maybe a touch. No, I'll have olive oil in the pasta, and that's it. But not too much, because at the end, I'm gonna toss it with cotija cheese because we just have a ton left over from when Diane bought it she made esquite one day. And then I have truffle oil to top it off with, so it'll be a little bit like truffle parmesan sweet potato fries, but then it's not parmesan, it's cotija, but it's like kind of similar vibes, that like funk in the powder. Yeah, I'm excited. Sounds delicious. I'm just gonna do it right in this container, so it's easy. I'm not gonna do too much salt because the cheese will be salty as well. Some pepper. I like a lot of pepper. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna put the pasta in. The water's boiling back here. It's gonna be the same bowl I eat the pasta out of. Give this a nice little mixy mix. Oh, there's a large piece in here. Oops. This one doesn't look very nice. Okay. It's fine. Doesn't look like much right now, but it'll look delicious later, guys. And top it with some parsley at the end too. We have some in our garden. A little lost in the sauce here. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the air fryer, nice and easy. Although I actually do have some oil out. I'm gonna put it in some tin foil first, so it's not too messy, and I can just lift the whole thing up. Actually, oh yeah, I was gonna say maybe do parchment paper, but we don't have any left. Put it over here so I guess not much. That's a lot. Would I actually recommend crowding the air fryer like this? No. Am I lazy to do in 2 batches? Yes. Just have to give it a good shake every like 5 minutes. I'm gonna put it in for like 18 minutes at 375 on air fry mode. It is not what the thing recommends, like suggests, but I did it yesterday and it burnt. So take it down a notch. Okay, cool. I mean, not really too much else. Put this to the side. We're just gonna get started on our pesto. Got my mortar and pestle here. Pestle here. It's a little small, so we're gonna have to kind of do this in batches. But I like my pesto quite garlicky, so I'm gonna do I'll do 2 cloves because these cloves are quite big. I'll do 2 cloves of garlic. Also, I'm just gonna wing this. Like, I'm not doing a recipe. I know what the ingredients are. I'm just gonna wing it. Garlic. Yeah, so these cloves are quite big. If they were smaller, I would do 3. And just to help the process along, I'm gonna give it a rough chop. Wow, thank you, Blue Beetle K, for subscribing with Prime. Oh. Okay. Put this in there. Oop. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt too. Let me add this to the menu actually. Truffle cotija fries. Just because I feel like it is a little interesting, yeah? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put in a little bit of salt to help it just like go. I don't know. The abrasiveness of the salt helps break down while we pound the pesto out. This side. Ooh, not the most ASMR-y sound, but basically doing this until it gets into a paste and like nice and creamy. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll try to not hover over it, the mic. Oh yeah. Okay, it's broken down really well. I'm gonna add the nuts in it. So obviously, usually it's pine nuts, but nuts fine. Okay, cool. Usually it's pine nuts, but I don't have pine nuts, so we're gonna do a mixture of almonds and cashews. Not really a particular thought behind why those two. I just have those two, and I feel like almonds are healthy, so I'm gonna add some almonds in, and cashews are not as healthy, so. But cashews taste better and give a better texture. Okay. Basically doing a handful. Sorry, I'm off in my pantry grabbing it right now. I don't know, like this much? Giving it a rough chop so it's easier to pound in mortar and pestle. Do your cooking, girl, no worries. Specific diet you were on? No, I'm just trying to be a little bit more on a diet. I feel like ever since we started this stream, like what we've been eating, delicious, so good. But not that we ever make anything like unhealthy, really, actually. I feel like it's just because we eat so much. Like we don't really have a sense of like portions. Like theoretically, the amount we eat on this stream, should be that we have a whole nother meal of leftovers, but we are sitting here talking to you guys, so we just eat a lot more than like we should. So I feel like ever since I started this stream, I've been putting on a little bit of weight, but that's okay, you know? But nothing in particular. I'm just trying to have balanced meals and not eat absorbently. I'm very much so an overeater, so that's kind of my problem. But also, thank you for first time chatting. I got vegan vibes from your kitchen. I am so sorry. Geez, I am so sorry for having us eat so much. No, not your fault at all. I like thoroughly enjoy it. We're not vegan kitchen, but we do a lot of vegan substitutes because Diane, who I usually stream with, is lactose intolerant. So we do a lot of substitutions, and I feel like I'm not lactose intolerant, so I've always been fine with cheese. But because I've been fine with cheese, I've never like really thought like a dairy substitute would like really ever taste as good as having the real thing. And for cheese, it doesn't. But for things like cream, I actually like really taste no difference between a cashew cream and like using heavy cream. So might as well just do the healthier option. And I mean, cashew has a lot of fats and stuff too, but at least it's like a natural fat, I guess. And even though I'm not lactose intolerant, I feel like dairy is can be inflammatory for your skin. So, girl probs, guys. You guys probably don't have to think about this that often. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can't see. Let me get closer. It's nice and like pasty in there. Can you hear it? Moist. You only live once, can always burn it off. You are perfect. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I feel like as long as I eat a healthy lunch, for the most part, I'm fine with whatever during dinner. And I feel like actually a lot of Asian food is healthy. Like Viet food is pretty healthy. It's a very balanced meal. It's just when I eat too much. I feel like normal people stop eating at like, oh, I'm like 80% full, and then they like get fuller, right? Because after your food sits there, you sit there with your food a little bit. But I'm really eating until like I'm 110, and then afterwards I'm like, oh God, it hurts. Okay, so that is that. I'm gonna use this bowl to, oh, let me check on the pasta actually now that I think about that. I just turn off the heat. I'm gonna move some of it out to make room for the basil. Whole Asian food is more a sodium issue than a fatty issue, methinks. Well, I agree. Do I care about my sodium though? No. I know that's like unhealthy, but you know, I've never had high blood pressure during my check-in, so I feel okay about it. I'm just gonna do like one handful at a time, basically. But again, I'm just doing rough chop just to help the process along. Ah, it smells so good. Oop. None of this goes to waste. Right, yeah, it smells good. Oh! Oh, that scared me. We're good. It's just Diane's water bottle that's has water in it. Weird. Sorry if that was Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, we're just gonna slowly keep going. Oh, I need to shake the sweet potato fries. It looks delicious in there. Oh, it smells good. Also, update, I know like Diane and I have like talked about it a few times here and there, but when like we move out, like what we're gonna do about the stream, I am moving units, apartments, but I found a unit in this building, so not much will change from a Yuribon's perspective. You might see a new background. It might be my apartment instead of Diane's apartment, but like this apartment. But yeah, exciting news. But I mean, it's the same building, so the background probably won't look like too different, but oh yeah, okay. I have like 2 more handfuls left. Actually, this is a decent amount of pesto. I was like worried that the basil wouldn't be enough, just because I feel like the basil shrinks so much when you make pesto, but it's doing okay. It's a decent amount. I'm gonna again scoop some out to make room. And I will still, of course, add the olive oil at the end. Exciting because we have like nice olive oil from Italy too. So that definitely, I've made pesto before, and the nice olive oil definitely makes a big difference. Where do you get your greens? Whole Foods? This is actually from our garden, our basil, which is super nice. But otherwise, so we're in New York, and I don't know if this is a New York grocery store or if it's like a big chain, but there's a food bazaar near us. So I go there, and I love Food Bazaar. Like, Food Bazaar, if you ever see this, please sponsor us because we get almost everything at Food Bazaar. But if it's like specifically Asian, then we like do this grocery delivery service called WEE, W-E-E-E, I think, exclamation point. But Food Bazaar has a lot of ethnic foods. So that's like really nice. Like anytime we get like pork belly for the stream, like when we did our braised short rib stream, that's from Food Bazaar. It's pretty impressive because I feel like a lot of Western American grocery stores don't have that type of meat, like those cuts of meat. So Big lover of Food Bazaar. There's not a Whole Foods near me. Like, I'd have to take the subway, so I don't do that. Food Bazaar is just, oh wait, so glad basil works out for our climate zone. Heck yeah. It's actually like flourishing out there. Like, would recommend. I bought like 2 pots of basil just from the grocery store for, I don't know how much, what, like $6. And now like we have so much basil. So yeah, more than what we really even use it for. So this pesto is like nice that we are kind of using it up a little bit more. But Food Bazaar is just NYC, Northeast Jersey, I believe. Oh, that makes sense because I feel like I've never been to other Food Bazaars actually outside of my location. I wonder if they all are very ethnically diverse in their assortment / selection. Jimmy Kiba, do you know? Or if it's just a product of me being in an area that's more diverse and they localized. I'm putting back this, the other half of the garlic, and let's give it a little bit more abrasiveness to break down the basil with. Let me shake the sweet potatoes again. And also dump out. I'm gonna put a little bit of the water in here. I'll say like 1, 2, 3. 3 spoons. Maybe I'll save some here. Pour the rest out. For pasta. Workout for today. Dang. I think they are, at least from the handful I've been to when I still lived in Bergen County. That's good. That's just, it's so impressive. That would never have happened in Michigan. You like definitely, I've always had to go to a specific Asian store, so it's really nice. Like, it's very rare that I have to like trek to Chinatown to get something, like for a stream or anything, so. Just gonna use a little bit more work here. Okay. I think, that is so good. Okay. We're good. We're gonna add it here. And then I will top it with olive oil till the consistency looks good. The pesto. Can you see it? I go closer. Oh God, this mortar pestle is so heavy. Yeah, buddy. Obviously still needs olive oil, but put this into the pasta water first. Oh yeah, that's a decent amount of sauce. It's okay, the basil is my only green, so I'll take it. Mixing that up. And then I have this nice olive oil from Italy. We've actually kind of like gone through a solid chunk of this. Again, I'm just gonna eye it. Let me show you. Let me give it a taste first, actually. needs like a little more splash of. Oh, it's so good. This is what the pesto looks like. Oh, you can't really see. Let me bring it up. Delicious. I'm gonna pour the pasta in here, and it sounds like perfect timing. The sweet potato noodles are done. Get a bowl for that too. Do a little bit of cleanup. Okay. Oh, she's a little charred. The last time. But okay, so the pesto, I'm just gonna mix up the sauce. Oh! It's fine, it's fine. I'll show you after I mix it up. Yeah. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, the other thing is Parmesan cheese, which I don't have Parmesan cheese on me. And we're already putting the cotija cheese in here. So what I'm gonna do is just put some nutritional yeast in here for that cheesiness. Honestly, still tastes delicious. Or not Parmesan, Pecorino or whatever. Pecorino Romano. Pecorino Romano. Sorry. That was an honest attempt though. Some nooch. Again, this is another thing where I was like, oh, that's not gonna taste like cheese. Really tastes like cheese. It's crazy. In certain ways. Like, I know some people say they put it on popcorn for it to taste like cheese. On popcorn, it doesn't taste like cheese. But when you like, my mouth is watering because it looks so good. Use it in like pastas and like, I don't know, dishes like that. It really is very similar. Ta-da! The pesto. And then for the sweet potato fries, this is why I like doing the tinfoil technique. Oh yeah. For this, I have this truffle oil, also from Italy. And I'm gonna do cotija cheese instead of Parmesan. So on popcorn's a new one. Yeah, it says on the thing. It says on this. Or like the box or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do a spoon over the sweet potato fries. Mix her up. Ah, this smells like truffle. It smells like... Oh, mouth is watering, guys. It's watering. Okay. Nice little glisten on the sweet potato fries. Hit it with the cotija. I could go get Parmesan, or not Parmesan, parsley from the garden right now, but I'm kind of lazy. There's probably a lot of mosquitoes out there, so I'm not going to, even though aesthetically it would look better with this, but it's okay. You guys get the idea. Okay. Yay, this is the food. Put the light on it. the sweet potato, truffle cotija sweet potato fries, and the pesto. Oh, the pesto. Yum! Oh, you guys can see all that. Okay. I'm gonna move you guys in a little bit closer. Sit down. Nice. I think you can see it. Yeah! Yay! Oh, let me get a fork. Heck yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, let me close this. It's ugly. Yay! Okay. Oh, the truffle smell is like overwhelming the pesto smell. It smells so good though. I would have like splashed some truffle oil into this pesto. I feel like that would have been really good, but since I already have it here, don't need to overdo it. Okay, just giving it one more little mix. Do first bite. Mmm. Oh yeah. I feel like a lot of times when I buy pesto in store, it is not as garlicky as I would like it to be. So it's quite nice making it out. You can control it. Okay. Let me try the sweet potato fry. Well, I chose kind of a black one here. It is very truffle parmesan-like. I actually think it needs a little bit more salt. And I have truffle salt. So let's just top it off with that, shall we? Just a pinch. Yeah. Okay. Truffle salt isn't that truffle-y, but the truffle oil is. Delicious. Is this carbs and carbs? Yes, whatever. Let me think about what I did this weekend, if I have any stories to tell you guys. Man, nothing really. Oh, I went to this place in New York, this Korean restaurant that's newer. Not restaurant, like cocktail bar that's newer, called Seoul Salon. Seoul, like Seoul, Korea. Not Seoul, like Seoul. And it was supposed to be like very hyped, so I was like excited to try it. And I went with Diane. Not that great. I feel like a lot of like upscale Korean restaurants have really disappointed me in New York. So if you guys have ever heard of that, I would say not worth your time. If you do want a space to just like drink though, it's worth, but cocktails were mid, food was mid. One of the hype is that Jay Park posted about it because he sells like one soju to that cocktail bar restaurant thing. But I think that's the main thing I did this weekend. Really didn't do much. I've been really into this K-drama called King the Land. So good. Would recommend if you like want just like a smile on your face. Plot wise, not great. Predictable, but very good vibes. This is actually so good. I had just plain sweet potato fries yesterday. This is so much better. Truffle parmesan fries. So much money at or it's so expensive at restaurants. Super easy to make at home. Given, I mean, this would have tasted a lot better if I actually fried it, but. Cotija flavor profile very similar to Parmesan. Just a little bit, not Parmesan. Yeah, Parmesan. Just a little bit tangier, which I like. Kind of hit or miss at restaurants anyways. Yeah, I feel like it's, either like it's good or it's like really just meh. I feel like the difference is when it's in truffle oil versus just truffle salt. Like you can tell it's like so much trufflier when it's in oil because it's just like fully encapsulating. Yeah. Very good. Okay, don't have too much to talk about, guys. Sorry. Just enjoy me eating. Oh, actually, Diana and I were thinking about doing like just kind of selling baked goods starting at that point. Or that's going to be the starting point, but like selling baked goods as kind of like a pop-up style, like pre-order pop-up style in New York. I'm going to start like testing recipes and like how that goes this weekend. We might stream it on like Friday. But to start, I think we're going to make this Vietnamese dessert called bánh bò nướng. It's like a pandan baked, they call it honeycomb cake, not because there is any honey or honeycomb in it, but because the inside looks like a honeycomb. There's a lot of like crevices, things like that, and it's just like this really chewy, mochi-like cake. It's very, very good. Probably one of my favorite Vietnamese desserts, but there's a couple people in New York, like small businesses that sell bánh bò nướng, and all the power to them. Love a good like women of color owned business, Vietnamese owned business, because there's not a lot here, but they sell a loaf for $40 and a slice for $6. And we're like, dang, I literally make this dessert like all the time. Like every time I go home, my mom wants me to make this dessert for her. So I was like, dang, I feel like we can do that. And then, so I was like, yeah, I feel like Diana and I have been like throwing the idea back and forth all the time. Like, we should just do it. So we're like, you know what? We're going to do it. Like, we're going to rip the Band-Aid off. So on Friday, we have plans to like bake and stuff like that to kind of make sure that everything looks good. And then we don't exactly know our game plan yet, but the idea is to kind of like start some sort of like buzz or marketing or something. I don't know. And release like a pre-order form and then like go to McCarran Park in Williamsburg/Greenpoint and just like have people pick up the orders there and have some extra for people to buy. You should try making an ube flavored one. Oh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, stuff like that. I feel like also there's a steamed version of that, like bánh bò nướng. Nướng means baked. There's bánh bò hấp. Hấp means steamed. Similar base-ish. But same like mochi-esque, like chewy texture, where the Vietnamese ones are just like kind of plain, sweet, but plain / pandan with a coconut on top, coconut cream. I was like, oh, that would be like a perfect base to just do a bunch of like cool fusion flavors. Like, oh, we can like make it a matcha coconut or like a pandan coconut like usual, or like hojicha with some like fresh cream or something like that. So yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. If any of you guys are in New York area / New Jersey, if you want to make the trek for a pickup, I think that we're gonna really start doing it. We also saw I follow this like small business girl. She's like out of Bushwick, and she sells a box of mini cakes, like mini cakes meaning like a slice of cake basically. And I placed an order for her, or from her. It was $36, which is kind of a lot. We're just like 4 really skinny slices of cake, and like it was delicious. Like love, like getting small business, helping small businesses in that sense. Like, but I was like, dang, $36 versus one of the cakes was an Earl Grey cake. And you guys have watched us make I can't talk. You guys have watched us make that cake before on stream. And like, I personally liked our cake more than her cake. And I was like, dang, like this is another thing where like we really could just do this. I think Diane and I have like a really good sense of like mixing, fusing flavors and stuff like that. So we'll keep you guys updated. But that is on the horizon for us. Like, we're ready to expand this thing. Another idea I had was the Yoriban afternoon tea. I feel like that would be such a hit. Or like, yeah, I don't know. Like Diane and I make a lot of like creative beverages and stuff like that. So it could be like a creative take on like a tea as opposed to just teapot tea. And the reason why I thought about it is one time I did the afternoon tea service at the Williamsburg Hotel. Would not recommend. It was so bad. It was like $80. And it just tasted like it tasted like they bought desserts at Costco and put it on like a tiered thing. Not good. And the tea was also not good. I'm like, how do you mess up the tea? Just like fine quality tea. Tea tasted like barely flavored water. Yeah, not great. Would not recommend. I don't know how to end up on like a list of like tea services, best tea services, afternoon tea services in New York. But yesterday for lunch, I made myself a garlicky yuzu egg salad wrap. I was like, damn, this would be so good in like an afternoon tea service as like a finger sandwich because they always have an egg salad sandwich. So maybe that'll happen sometime too. Suppose there's a lot of overhead for anyone with a storefront. Definitely place for a cottage food biz to take a bit of market share. Oh God, what is wrong with me today? My brain's just fried from work. But the girl in Bushwick, I just thought of her apartment. Which I get, like, it's still like a lot of like labor for her, so like I get it. But I was like, oh wow, it's $36 for very small slices of cake. Very doable. Like I literally like took the train over a few stops. I'm not gonna tell you where I am. Took the train over, went to her apartment, walked up the stairs like in her apartment building, knocked on her door, and she like gave me the box of cakes. It was like very homey. It was cute. But it made me realize, I was like, oh, this is like very doable. Like I feel like when Diana and I were thinking about it, we're like, oh, it has to be like so official in a certain way, but it makes sense that like it just starts off that way first before like things like pop-ups at like different spaces work out. So pretty cool. Don't judge me for eating these sweet potato fries with a spoon. Could they be crispier? Yes. But it's okay. Because it was air fried. I think the pesto is really the star of the show. The sweet potato fries, the concept of them are good. It would have been good if I actually fried them. Wow, heck, 6 viewers. For our next stream, TBD if it'll be tomorrow or Thursday, because Diane comes back Wednesday. So we may just push it off to Thursday so we can stream together. Not super sure, but we'll keep you guys updated on our Instagram or our Discord if you guys haven't followed / joined. Another thing that we were thinking about, this is kind of to you, Jimmy Cuba, but I was thinking like, oh, I feel like it would be valuable for our subscribers if we added our subs to our Instagram close friends story and just like post random shit on there. I feel like it'd be valuable as content for you guys. So that might be coming too. Man, I can't believe July's already almost over because August is going to be a pretty busy month for me. And Diane too. We're seeing Blackpink in concert. I'm seeing Beyonce in concert. We're going to Lollapalooza in Chicago. Always game to see shit posts on the feed. Yeah. I think it'd be like our funny Finsta stories and stuff. But I'm going to Japan at the end of the month. So I feel like the stream situation in August might be a little spotty, but we'll be back full swing in September. Oh, the garlic's actually kind of spicy. There's a kick. I think if I let the pesto sit a little bit, the garlic spiciness would have mellowed out, but I kind of like it though. So good. I didn't see this earlier, but thank you for the follow, Jeff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. It was 17 minutes ago. I'm pretty full actually. I have a lot of fries left. I'll probably just keep eating it while I watch the show. Oh yeah, all the cheese is at the bottom. Okay. Pretty big bowls, yeah they are. This one's like was full to the brim with sweet potato fries. This one was not much, but that's okay. This is ASMR. I don't know what to talk about now. Man, it's hard being a solo streamer. How do other people do it? Thank you for the both, Jimmy Kibo. If you guys ever have requests for different emotes, let us know. We made ours pretty long ago. Like, it's still Blonde Becky, even though I'm not blonde anymore. I've changed my hair like 4 times since I had that emote. My next hair, I think, is going to be blue. And then after blue, I'll just go back to being normal brown. Hair needs a break. Hay on my head. It's so dry. Last bite of pasta. Let me really scrape everything up here. The rigatoni is stuffed with pesto. Do you usually have baking goods streams? We actually cook way more than we bake on the stream, but we have had baking goods stream. We've made like a cake on here. Diane has made her signature roll cake. And I made cookies. I think that's it though. We usually just cook because this is like our dinner time. So we just stream what like we'll eat for dinner as opposed to eating dinner and then streaming. dessert after. But might increase once we start trying to do the selling baked good ideas. Oops, selling baked goods idea. Always open to baking streams though. If you guys ever have any requests for things that we make, there's a suggestion panel. I would assume it's like down here. Just in our like about panels. We've done a decent amount of suggestions. If not all. Unless there are some new ones that we haven't noticed yet. Okay, guys. I think that is all for today. Hit the hour mark. Did pretty good. Pesto was delicious. Would definitely make that again. Sweet potato fries, still delicious, but if I could fry these, that would be great. But the truffle cotija combination, A1, so good. Okay, guys, bye. I will see you either Wednesday or Thursday. Keep you updated on the Insta or Discord.